Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Chaffee as we take a look at Tropical Storm Karl, which has become much better organized than where it was a day or so ago. The wind shear is gone. That upper level low that it was partnered with has completely disappeared and is out of the picture. And now we have tropical storm warnings up for Bermuda. And Karl's winds have increased to 50 miles an hour or more. And it's likely to increase further. It might even get close to hurricane strength as it passes near or east of Bermuda sometime late tonight or Saturday morning. So they've got the tropical storm warnings up for the island, and then after that it just accelerates out to the northeast. Here's our cold front that's going to be coming through this evening, and with that front won't be much. All the showers today are going by to the north, but we have one very warm, somewhat humid day to get through today. You'll notice this time of year, by the way, with the lengthening September nights, the temperatures, even when you're in the middle of a warm air mass, the nighttime temperatures do drop down nicely. We had many inland areas that bottomed in the 50s this morning, and even some isolated coastal areas did the same thing. Now we're going to have this cool air mass that's coming down from eastern Canada. That's going to be the thing that dominates the weather right through the weekend. So we'll look at the weather models from overnight, which in their state of huge confusion over the last few days regarding the longer-term pattern for next week, have kind of now rectified this into just a simple cold front, believe it or not. I'm going to wait another run or two to see if this is real because of the crazy volatility that it's shown. But here's this big high that builds in. So we're going to say be nice and cool here through the weekend and into Monday. And then that high actually now moves out. And you can see there's low pressure in the Great Lakes. There's a swinging front that comes from there down southward in through the Appalachians. We get into some rain here actually on Tuesday now and into Tuesday night. And then it's gone by early Wednesday. And then after that, it just dries out. There's no diving upper air system. There's nothing on none of the models showing anything of consequence from that respect. And I'll show you the upper air real quick, and we'll see. Let me widen out just a little bit more so you can take a look at the jet stream pattern here. And we're backing it up. Now, this is where we had this deep upper air system and also the one that's off the East Coast, and we were sort of trapped in between. But the models now, they're not digging this thing down like they were. They're just kind of moving it along, opening it up and out. And then once that goes by, we're back into the ridge position here in the eastern states, believe it or not. Not a very strong one. There's still a pretty decent northwest flow nearby. And then, of course, late in the period, you have the GFS anyway, bringing in some kind of tropical system. The one that it showed moving up the East Coast 2 days ago and then moving out to sea yesterday is now moving into the eastern Gulf of Mexico and over the Florida Panhandle. So you know what? You go figure it out, because I can't. This is why you don't really lose any sleep over anything beyond the 5-day period with regards to tropical systems and snowstorms. There's just too much volatility and too much variability. So let's just look at the profile for temperatures, as I think that will be pretty interesting to see. And we'll go close up, and we'll take a look at that. And you can, I'll back it up for you. We're into October now. Here we go. So, here's our very warm day today with temperatures in the 80s. Now, here's Saturday afternoon. We're in the upper 60s and low 70s. We're down in the 40s, even pockets of 30s showing up in a lot of spots in upstate New York. And then not much out of the 60s at all on Sunday. And then Sunday night, another chilly night. There'll be frosts and freezes Sunday night throughout upstate New York. And through much of interior New England. Back up, not out of the 60s on Monday. Not as cool Monday night as that next cold front approaches, but still only in the 60s on Tuesday as we get into some rain. And speaking of which, why don't we take a look and see how much rain is forecast from that next weather front, at least from the standpoint of the GFS model. And actually not bad. It does provide, it looks like another 1 to 2 inch solid rainfall, if this is correct, with some variability. Some spots less, some spots more. Looks like Long Island gets a little bit more, and eastern Pennsylvania gets a little bit more. And a stretch in between from Philadelphia to New York City gets a little bit less. Again, that's based on this model's projection of things. Who knows where that'll be in 4 days' time. But at least we have something to look forward to from that respect. Okay, so here's what's going on this weekend. There'll be another winter weather piece, so look for that. Also, look for the latest on anything and everything going on in the tropics. We'll keep an eye on the long-range forecast. SSStormchasing.com, meteorologistjoechaffee.com, weatherlongisland.com. All 3 sites for your weather forecasting needs. And have a great Friday and a great weekend.